Ladies and gentlemen, hi, my name is Regan and you are watching Eternia. And we are back from the biggest episode yet of my world. Building this big, beautiful thing, which we are going to do a small side project of, really. Because one thing you need to do with building, you need to build some foundations, which we have. We built a nice entrance to a new to the game, as well as all some of like the main circuitry. This will need to be made bigger, as it's like the SD card of the system. Basically, like you put your shulker box in, and then it's all your power ups and cards like that. What we're going to do today is work on the outside. This beautiful box needs to look a bit better because, gotta be honest, if I wanna, work on a project that's down here and look up at it, yeah, it looks gross. Gross. Looks like it's a work in progress, which it is, and I don't like that. It reminds me of how I'm being lazy and I beat off more than I should. So yeah, what we're gonna do? Make it look pretty. Let's get to work. I know technically this isn't technically Tower of Time episode, but it's really more of an improvement. Get my head in game because honestly, I have no clue on. I have like a vague idea for one route, and that's it. Maybe two routes, I don't know. There's one ruining inside my mind when I'm talking. So as we see here, it's going to be hard to explain, but the idea I'm going with this terraforming, like all the others are, right? It needs to be similar to this. Like I said before, but if you haven't watched that episode, have you? None of you have, because I'm talking to absolutely no one. So yeah, we're gonna basically build sections of this, just in a more deeper manner, because this is not meant to be the accent one. It's meant to be simple, like somewhat rock form shape, so it makes it look a little unique. While all the rest of it is going to be focus point, like this layer, this layer, this layer, this layer, and then that layer from like very far away. Because I mean, main focus point, I want to be close to here. I mean, it looks super imposing above the clouds, which, gotta be honest, they did a good job on, didn't they? That's the idea. So yeah, ideally, what we want to do today on this episode is come full circle with this area right here. This area, ugly, make it better, make it beautiful, and then we're good. So yeah, I'm gonna cut back in when I got some more rocks in. Back from production with a short garth, I was gonna, bring you back in when I got to here, but I wanted to explain a few things. One, how I do my rock formations. Basically, you get like a starting shape here, the front one, and then you need to imprint it into the back ones to a degree, because when I mean to a degree, you want them to look similar, but they're not the same. There's still a bit of variation to them. Like this one right here, this one is similar to this one, but this one's higher. And then this one is also the same as this one, but the surroundings make it look make that one look smaller. And you continue it, and it looks good. This can be said with this one. As you can see, there's that big oval, if you can't see it properly. Big oval, which makes it look a bit more rounded, makes more of a shape. But one thing I keep forgetting about my build is how funny the sizings are. Because if you look here, here's my main city, first one I've ever made. It's pretty big, pretty big, massive. I mean, it's imposing. and then everything around it's so small, and this could be further shown from over here. I mean, look at this big, imposing pillar of stone, but I'm gonna have more of them down that way, and then you see Vapor's Crest, which looks absolutely tiny. Yeah, it's so big because they're like 25 blocks tall. So that's like an average. That's like taller than the average. That's around about the average house. Yeah, I say around about the average house, maybe taller. As for this area over here, that's even more extreme because this mountain, it's not, as tall as imposing as this one. It's still so big. And one thing I do need to do is try and separate it from this church line, from this angle, because I want to be certain angles where you can view everything. Like, if I were to show you something real quick, is that the angle just just below the street and in this cross section, you can see a few of the like smaller houses, an entrance to like a nice like community area, and then you can see the imposingness of this partnered with this tree here to make it look more natural, more like brought into the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And you can probably hear the fucking lawnmower in the back. As you can tell, it is the next day in the morning, Saturday morning, and I'm still building rocks. My task for today is going to be finishing this rock to where I want it, so right over there. And after that, I think I'm gonna hop, skip, and a jump to another project of fixing this up a little bit. I know it's technically, Recon, you said you were going to make multiple episodes designing around this. Well, it is still a focal point. I'm still making this. It's just, you need to jump projects once in a while. And plus, I need to think of an idea to cover that up. I think that's my actual, probably next project, which I'm going to do this episode. Is try and make this a little nicer, cover that up there, and then we'll just so slowly move down with panels, and we're only going to do the front at the moment, because that's all that matters. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this, add a nice coat of paint of blocks, like that over there, and then we're going to work on this land here. Truly tie in this all the way over there, St. Mao, slowly move it across the continent, slowly move it across this beautiful river into going towards the capital city stairs. And so basically, all these areas, well, this one, that one, maybe over there, it needs to look like this, a beautiful, like, naturistic mess. Because, I mean, look at it. It's nice, colourful, brings in the eye. And then you can, look at it right from, this angle, right here. Pretty good, because, well, currently the trees are blocking that ugly mountain over there. See it, right? See this beautiful tree hang over, see this cliff, and then soon you'll be able to see a small mountain with another mountain behind it. So yeah, let's get to work, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are very close to the end of this cliffside on a wonderful, sizzling Sunday afternoon. I am fucking greasing right now. So basically, we're just going to have to, one, make this look nicer because I destroyed it all in the purge. It all looks like this, and then I thought, ugly, gross. And then I built this, and I said, yo, that looks nice. Let's put it here. Yeah, we're going to do all that stuff, and I think for a nice, easy week because, well, there's a nice, easy week to get the ideas flowing, rather. We're just going to do the front. Like we said before, we're mainly going I want to ideally do from this nether portal right over here to that corner over there, and then we'll basically make a nice new sort of meadow, along with making these little areas. Like this area is obvious. Uh, I don't know what I'm gonna do entirely with this area, but I'm thinking I'm gonna carry on with the rose bushes. So basically, we're just doing a technically a side project for the Tower of Time. We're essentially doing a small little side project to just like tie in everything because currently everything is still a little separated. We need a little bit of cohesiveness. So yeah, let's get to work. I get fucking massive hiccups and I'm fucking starving right now. What's up, guys? It is Monday now, and what we're currently doing is just adding a layer of dirt, quite simply. So add a simple layer of dirt spanning across here, and then we'll work on this cliff face and then move our way down. Oh, I am aiming to get all, since obviously the dirt is a simple project, I'm just gonna type something on my phone while doing this, shut my brain off, and just crank this out in about like an hour and a bit. Right here, I'm thinking of making a cliff face to sort of separate the terrain. And yeah, well, after that, we're going to be working on the cliffs. Very simply, we're just going to try and replicate this as much as we can in the hopes of making like just a nice thing in the background, really, because this won't be the main focal point. It'll mainly be the height, which is the focal point. So yeah, I'll get to work. Howdy, I'm back again. I know you missed me. It's Tuesday. I forgot what day it is. Today's Tuesday. We're working on the colouring in the mountain. We have some stripes in there. There's something to have some attention. Then I'm just going to put some stuff in the occasional spot of cobblestone and mossy cobble, and maybe some leaves, and then we'll be done with this, and then we'll work our way down through the field, and then I have a few ideas actually. I want to run by it. See, obviously, we all know these guys got added to the game. These sulfur cubes. Stop moving. And they could be used so easily for a puzzle. Because I feel like I want to add these like cool little puzzle areas just for the fun of it. Okay, because no one's going to play this, realistically, let's be honest. I don't think I have a single mate who I'm going to be still in contact with by the end of this completion. Because look how big it is. And I'm placing everything by hand. Not beginning to save a redstone. I mean, this, I need like 10 times this. Because each of these are going to be encoders for different randomizers. Like, oh yeah, this guy plays this card, it's gonna go in here, and this guy's gonna play this card, it's going here. One, all of the cards are gonna have different areas. There's going to be different specialities for each card. Maybe someone wants with torch, and it will be good for the caverns. I hope, give them extra loot in caverns, maybe up here in the indigenous area. There's, cooked food that can be dispensed. Because obviously there's wardens down there. I mean, all that work is going to be put into this because, well, I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, but I'm also lazy. So everything's just good enough. Yeah, I'll continue doing this, and hopefully I'll cut back when we're doing the field. Gentlemen, we are back on a wonderful Sunday after. Not Sunday. Fuck, it's a Wednesday. I wish it was Sunday. I wish it was weekend, gotta be honest. But as we can see here, we have some vines placed in, we have a bit more terraining. And for now, we're just gonna do some simple, like, put some grass up here, maybe some plant life. Just doing simple things because, well, I think this week has been a chill week. If I say so, I might be able to build one or two of these trees over here to like fully bring in the nature. Because ideally, this is like where everyone spawns. I know it's a bit weird, but the view of this will be absolutely wonderful soon. If I, get the foreground to work better, and then we have those trees in the background. Because then it will be a beautiful view, especially from like here. You can see the church right there, and then this will be all nicely covered. It'll look much nicer. So yeah, we have that to look forward to. Hopefully, I get those trees done, and then we'll do a little bit of, a little bit of a little more than landscaping, like I said, and then we'll tile this together, like truly tie in this area, slowly encroaching in this area, so we can then push out this corner a bit more, because I feel like I need to push them out for like future projects, because I want to keep bouncing between projects. Occasionally just to keep me entertained while posting these videos to literally no one. Anyway, let's get to work. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a deep into a Friday night time. And this video is going to be dropping on Saturday, midday Saturday. So, for the rest of my time, and yours, I will be setting up some new pathways for the start of encroaching on this side. Because I don't know why, it's just like the redstone's going to be a whole ordeal that I've been thinking about, and I don't want to worry about it for a while. Or think about it for a while, because once again, a few things need to be sorted for this to be functional, and then thought about basically a bunch of mess. But what we're going to be doing here is simply add some paths in for a new district, which is going to be on the on the parallel side of Saint Mount. Basically, it's going to go from all the way over here where the graveyard is, all the way to hopefully like at least halfway, maybe to there, ideally. Basically, I'm thinking of like a large castle ranch for some reason with big cows. So I'm just gonna fill in the rest of the work I'm gonna film my last scene tomorrow, and hopefully I get the video out on the same day. See you soon. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this short. Did you? Quick question. If you look over there, I know it's a pretty hard look, but can you see all the grass and stuff I've added? You can't. Can you see it here? Can't you? But I mean, look here. I planted all this grass, all these areas, and it's fucking pointless. I mean, it's gonna look good from there, but you can't get up here. But I'm wonderful. Alright, today is a wonderful Saturday morning. I'm tired as fuck because I just woke up in a cold sweat. And yeah, so basically we got the path in now, and I'm going to be building, hopefully, the ranch house here, as well as a few pens and stuff. So cat stuff into my room. It's good to show me. See you next episode, which is probably going to come out Saturday next week. Expect a lot more of the terraining done around the area. Just to unwind and like properly think about how I want to go about adding a new tunnel into the Tower of Time. Both my cats are now in my room. And they are staring. Nope, no. You know what? I'm gonna leave this video off here. I'm gonna get these cats out of my room, and I'll see you in the next episode of Eternia.